Frustration, fear, despair, mourns on the lives lost are just some of the words that fit on the crisis that all are having right now. Fear for the past few months, humanity has taken its toll since the past 100 years. What could this mean on our economy? Are we going to experience a significant rock bottom? What about the tech industry? Is it safe? Wonder what's running on the mind of all the hackers at the moment. And of course, how's the defense going? In this video, we'll talk about the Covid-19 effect and how it affects us and technology, and might as well the big C, cybersecurity. So first, what's the effect on cybersecurity? So we all know that the increase in COVID-19 patient equals the increase on the number of cyber attacks. We can see the direct proportionality between these two variables, which means an increase on COVID-19 infection is an increase on malware infection as well. With the entire world in lockdown, it's not the same with cyber illegalities. We all know how hungry Senpai is on breaking Uncle George's system. A massive improvement on the number of attacks as cyber criminals boost and develop their exploits in an alarming pace. Interpol, or known as the International Criminal Police Organization, publicized that the COVID-19 impact on cybercrime segments from a certain individual and small business to major corporations, government, and critical infrastructure. COVID-19 exploits. As per the Interpol, the top cybercrimes for the last few months.
To show you what I'm talking about, here's the Interpol's website. Then here's their article. Interpol report shows alarming rate of cyber attacks during COVID-19. And from Jürgen Stock, Interpol Secretary General, he said, cyber criminals are developing and boosting their attacks at an alarming pace, exploiting the fear and uncertainty caused by the unstable social and economic situation created by COVID-19. Now that's a terrifying statement. These cyber criminals are really taking advantage of our situation right now. Here are the top threats.
I'll emphasize just the top 4 and discuss further. The high demand on pandemic information is the rise on the COVID-19 team phishing mails and scams.
As I went through browse my Google, here's what I found. What are the similarities in this mail? Yes, the threat actors masquerade as health professionals just to deceive people with their malicious acts.
We'll deep dive to some of those on the next vlog or in my next blog that can be found on my website. So right now, let's proceed with the second one. Next is disruptive malware, or most probably the ransomware and DDoS. A spike of ransomware attacks has been monitored just for the first 2 weeks of April 2020 and by multiple threat group who has been inactive for the last 4 months. First is the Don't Waste Your Time Coronavirus Installer.exe. Trend Micro Research Labs analyze a COVID-19 themed malware that overrides the system's master boot record, making the system unbootable.
The Don't Waste Your Time Coronavirus Installer. This is what the Trend Micro posts on their website. And it states, when the malware executes, it will automatically restart the machine and then displays a virus-themed window that cannot be closed. The usual exit button on the top right side of the window does not function. Indeed, this is a destructive type of malware. It also has the capability to wipe the MBR at the beginning of the process, so this method seems overly complicated. Here is the VBS file that displays message box, indicating that the user will not need an internet connection.
From Domain Tool Security Research Team, a malicious domain, coronavirus.app.site, is distributing a fake coronavirus outbreak tracker app that provides user tracking infos and stats. Once the victim download and run the app, it would lock the screen and show a ransom note on the compromised mobile devices.
Then here is COVID-19 fake tracker app. Here is what the fake application looks like. First glance, it may look like a legit application, but not, because once the malware executes, all the device's content will be erased and would need to pay $100 in Bitcoin in the next 48 hours. Now that is insane.
Next, we have the malicious domains. Malware Patrol has listed the COVID-19 related domains on their site. With the aid of my tools, and I already deep down on this 100,000 domains, you can click on that link so you can check on my videos.
The URL of the site is from Malware Patrol. There are 100,961. A lot of hours, man, to compile all of this. The analyzed date was mostly March 2020. Some are accessible and some are not. Yes, majority of this site are still accessible. We also see some that are no longer active. So it's processing image right now. Okay, the image is saved. Alright, so as you can see here is the website. So as you can see, there's a lot of links.
We have the most classical and the never-ending and the infamous fake news. Of course, what else can I say? A lot. Or in the Filipino word, it's a chismis, where the actor are the keyboard warrior. All are held on a social media platform. How could a misinformation content leads a victim to a malware?
What will happen in the next few months? Despite all the negativities around, we must remain on the bright side and have a positive mindset. But what about cybersecurity? Could the new normal leads to a new cybersecurity? Now that's the story for the other block.